you don't have bananas. I mean, you do. You have 98 bananas. But you're consuming 3 a day. Those 98 bananas aren't going to last forever. Guess who's got your banana hookup in this part of the world? That's right. It's Seville. Good morning, everyone. Dave from the wee hours here, back with some more Port Royale 4 beta. And last time we just got our feet wet, so to speak. We kind of went down the coast here. We saw what people were producing. We sold them some stuff. We bought some stuff, and we made our way back home. Just a nice little trip up and down the coast to see the neighbors, if you will, and see what they're doing for a living these days, which is not much, although some of them have some very interesting goods. The other thing we did is make some upgrades to our town. So we produce fruit. We rolled in the door with an orchard here in Seville, and that produces fruit. No surprises there, but not a lot of other people in the area produce fruit. That means they want to buy fruit. So we added a second orchard to double our fruit production and also give our unemployed workers something to do. We can sell that fruit later. How long is it on that, by the way? Only 1 day till completion. Fantastic. And we discovered that we have a rum distillery. Rum sells very, very well in the area, but we're not producing our own sugar. And that seemed to be very, very silly. So we've added a sugar plantation. That will also be done in 1 day. That should, I would assume, make our rum production more cost effective because we're not buying sugar from an outside source. We can use our own sugar. Now that we've had a look at the neighbors down the road here, so Valladolid, I'm sure I'm still mispronouncing that name, and Belize City over here, and then this weird little town Tella over here, which is a rinky-dink town that produces amazing luxury goods like high-quality furniture that we bought and sold to ourselves, basically. But it's all money nonetheless. What I'd like to do is mess around a little bit. This is going to go horribly wrong, but we're going to give it a shot, is try and set up a trade route, an automatic trade route. So one of my ships, because I've got 3 of them and we have only used 1 of them so far, so one of our ships can just be constantly going around that little coastal run buying and selling stuff. Let me take Seville 1. They all have the same carrying capacity, so there's no real reason to differentiate between them. I'm going to take Seville 1 here, which has been blissfully moored in the port here since we began this game. Guys, I've actually got something for you to do. Now, I've gone through and done the tutorial on automatic trade routes. Shut up, I really did. I've done it twice, actually. I wanted to make sure I had a semi-okay idea of what I was doing. And the trade routes, the automatic trade routes anyway, are actually blissfully simple if you want them to be. So right now, we go to route. We don't have a route. Great. We're going to assign you a route and try and set something up here. We are going to create a new route. This is the deal. Now, this route has nothing yet, so now I have to edit the route. All right, so far so good. We've clicked 3 buttons and everything's going exactly according to plan. Now, I just have to add towns. So we'll start, obviously, in Seville. We're going to start right here. Now, here's where I got to start remembering things as we go up and down the coast. If we go to Seville, I would like us to buy fruit. So we're going to buy fruit in Seville automatically for right now, because this is me. Let's not mess it up by trying to fine-tune this very much. The captain of the ship, whomever he may be, or she, I don't know, I'm pretty open in my hiring choices, is going to automatically buy fruit at a decent price, as I understand it, so they won't overpay for fruit. There is a tap-out point where they say it's not worth it. Now, it's our own fruit, and we're producing quite a bit of it, so I'm sure we're going to get a decent price. I would also like you to buy rum, because that sells very, very well. Now, the other things we've got are cotton, but lots of people do cotton in this area. Cotton is not going to get a very good price, and if it does, we're not going to be able to sell much of it before the market is flooded. I know I'm hovering over hemp. I know this isn't the icon for cotton. I've just sort of rested my cursor here. So that's about it, guys, until we get a little bit more production. I want you to buy fruit, and I want you to buy rum. And what you're going to do with it is march down the coast here to Valladolid. Again, probably mispronouncing that. Now, this town, I would like you to sell the fruit. at whatever decent price you can get. And again, as I understand it, they will not just dump it. They will sell to an acceptable price, and if the price starts going down because they're flooding the market, they'll stop selling it. We'll hopefully see all of this in action. I'm going to kind of follow the ship when I set it along. And I would also like you to sell the rum as much as you can get a good price for. Now, please remind me, Valladolid, what you produce again. Ah, right. Hemp, rope, and coal. Those are things that we don't produce, and I don't think the other towns do either. Let me just scan down to Belize City here. You guys do not do any of that. Okay, you don't produce any of those things, so you probably have a semi-decent demand for it. And Tella over here, you also do not produce any of those things. Great, so in Valladolid, I would like you to buy rope, I would like you to buy hemp, and I would like you to buy the other thing that I can't immediately remember because this screen is obscuring my view of the city. Oh, right. Coal. You guys do coal. Okay, so buy all of those. Coal, hemp, and rope. Great. Step 2, done. That ship is then going to proceed down to Belize City. And down here, now you guys also don't produce fruit, and you don't produce rum. So we're going to add Belize City, and here's the deal. We're going to try and sell whatever we can. So if you have leftover fruit, go ahead and sell that. If you have leftover rum, go ahead and sell that, and also sell the rope, and sell the hemp, and what was the last thing? Coal. Right, sell the coal. Now, what do you produce here that I want to buy? Yeah, you're the guys with the bricks. And we're going to need bricks for my expansion plans. You also produce corn, which we haven't really looked at, but not a lot of other people seem to do that. Okay, so here you can buy corn and buy bricks. Neat. Now you're going to take anything you've got in your hold, and you're going to hustle over here to Tella and sell whatever you've got left over. So sell some fruit, sell some rum. Don't actually sell the bricks, because I want those. I want those back in Seville. Those are for us. Those are for keeping. I'll go back to Seville when I'm done with this and outline what we should buy back from ourselves, basically. And you can sell any hemp you've got left over and any rope, anything you've got, corn, yeah, anything you've got kicking around in your hold. Go ahead and sell it. You got any coal sitting in the hold? Go ahead and sell that too. Now here, I want you to buy the neat stuff, the furniture and the luxury items. Yeah, anything you've got in that regard. I know you don't produce them very quickly, but we will buy whatever you've got. And then it's going to go back to Seville. So in Seville, all right, here we go. I want you to sell the bricks, and I want you to sell the furniture and the luxury items. Anything that you've got left in your hold, we'll just hold on to it, see what I did there, and make another round. This is probably not going to be a huge amount of money because we're going to be trying to sell these things every few days. The demand might not be as high, but if I've hopefully understood this correctly, this might be a nice little small amount of income just gradually ticking in all the time. The only thing I have to look at now is the route. So the route is correct. It's going to start in Seville. It's going to go down to Valladolid, over to Belize City, over to Tella, and then back to Seville. I can mess with this though. So right now, this is going to take between 5.5 and 7.3 days. Not bad. Actually, that's pretty quick. I mean, it is really just a quick trip down the coast, but I can pull this around, make this ridiculous. I don't know why I would do that, but I could theoretically have them go into the middle of the ocean here and then come back. We won't do that. 5.8 to 7.3. I didn't quite have that perfect point anymore, do I? Sure. 5.6 to 7.2. Cool. Go ahead and do that. Obviously, there's no information on the route yet because we haven't done it. But later on, as this goes through a few, that was very difficult to say. It's also kind of late and I'm kind of tired. But as this goes through a few routes, a few journeys of that route, we might be able to get an idea of what the profits are and how much we're making per day and that kind of thing. So, assign the route. Here we go. Seville 1, you are finally doing something for a living. I am going to make your route active. Off you go, Sparky. Wow, he just tore out a harbor. Are you loaded up? Do you have stuff? Yep, you got some fruit and you got some rum. And unlike the ship that we've been working on, Seville 3, you're not laden down with cotton that we can't unload. Okay, I'm just going to follow you along to Valladolid. So let me just pan out, make time move a little bit faster, and then you're coming into port. What's your move? What do you got? Great, you sold some fruit and some rum without flooding the market. Now, are you going to buy anything while you're here? Oh, you're getting a little bit of repair while you're here, too. I think that is automatic. I can probably mess with it in a setting somewhere, but I believe every time an automatic trade route pulls into port, it will repair up. I can probably fidget with that, but it's also probably a good idea that they're, getting repaired and don't sink somewhere. Okay, my next move, while I wait for Seville 1 to kind of go through its paces there, is go the other way. I want to buy some stuff and then go down the other side of the coast here and see if we can do something similar along those lines. Seville 1 is back up and running. Oh, you bought a ton of stuff. Okay, so you got some coal, you got some rope, you got some hemp, you have leftover fruit and rum as you're going along. That's good. They're not going to flood the market. I can totally fidget with that. I can make them dump everything they've got every time, but obviously this is me we're talking about, and the unknown AI captain of this boat is way smarter than me, so I'm just gonna let him pull into Belize City and see what his move is. Yep, he sold some more stuff, a little bit of coal, a little bit of rope, a little bit of hemp. I think he sold some of the vegetables. He's picked up a lot of corn. That's a lot of corn, man. Your hold is full. Wow. Hope Tella desperately needs corn. Tella, talk to me. How keen are you on corn? You'll take it. You have a lot, though. You consume a ton of it. I mean, 14 is very, very high for consumption, but you also have a lot of it, so you're probably not interested in getting too much more. Oh, I've done a thing. Oh, good for me. What did I do? Oh, apparently Seville's wicked happy. All right, their satisfaction is at 85%. All right, I already had the trading licenses because I have all trading licenses because I'm a trader, which is really handy when I'm trying to set up trade routes because those are, like 10,000 a pop. But anyway, all right, I guess Seville is wicked, wicked happy. We're going to come back to you, Seville, in a second. We're going to actually hopefully work with more of your happiness. I wonder if that was the hospital I put up. Okay. Wow. You sold so much corn to those guys. Hang on. Tella, did you need that much corn? You bought it. I ain't gonna argue with it. Wow, guys, you are really into corn in Tella. Oh, you know what I'm noticing? We didn't buy any bricks. It's possible they haven't produced any yet. We did just clean them out. We just bought all their bricks over in Belize City. That's possible. We're doing this trade route literally days after we cleaned a bunch of people out going up and down the coast on our own. But they've pulled out of Tella. They've sold so much corn. And they've picked up a little bit of furniture and a couple of luxury items. Bummer we didn't get any bricks out of that, but that's basically okay. We'll get some at some point. At some point going down that coastal route, there'll be bricks for sale. Now, Seville, my very, very happy citizens. Talk to me about your population right now. Population is going up, 1049. How much living space? I still have a little bit of living space yet. Okay, little bit, not a lot. About 3/4 full there, but I have no job seekers. I have nobody looking for work. We have full employment in Seville right now. Also, that hospital just made our risk of plague 0. It was whatever percent and climbing last time we checked in. Now it is 0. And the supply of commodities, which I'm now shipping in, is going up. This is all good news here. This is all very, very good news. Now, I need more workers. So I think we've got to look at a new residential zone. That's just evident. So give me residential, please. Yes, residential area. How about, guys, would you love a nice beachfront property? The only problem with that is you're not near a tavern or a chapel. You are near the hospital, but not a tavern or a chapel. If I put you over here, you're near the tavern and the chapel, but not the hospital. Okay, I'm going to put you here because that'll be pretty happy for you guys, and we'll look at maybe another hospital down the road. I don't know how many we need of those in a town. You're sad because you're kind of close to commercial and industrial stuff. I get that. I actually wanted to put down the inn, didn't I? Increases the maximum number of job seekers. Yeah, and causes the effect of a tavern on residential areas in close proximity. So I really want to build this. Well, I can only build it once in the town center. How much does this take? Wood, bricks, and tools, and 34,000 gold. Okay, okay, I kind of need the job seekers. We're going to really bump Seville up. So, yes, I am going to do this. Oh, this is going to sting right here. Okay, well, I'm sure we don't even have those materials, but they'll come in at some point. Now, while Seville 1 is pulling back in, let's see what we can buy. Okay, we are producing more fruit because our second orchard is up. I want a third orchard. If fruit is going to do this well in the area, I want a third. I want to corner the banana market in this area. I want to be lord of the bananas in this area. But I will buy some of that. I will buy... Ooh, how much can I get away with? I don't want to completely leave Seville 1 with nothing to buy. I'll take 25. That'll leave you a comfortable amount there. Now, what else do we produce? We are producing sugar now. If I found someone who, like us, had a rum distillery, but didn't have their own sugar, that might be a good thing. The only problem I'm seeing here is we are consuming more than we're producing. I'm sure that is the rum distilleries. We are at a net loss for sugar. We need another sugar plantation. I am going to buy some from you. Not a ton. How about just like a little tiny bit? This is just like last time. We're just going on an exploratory trading mission. We're not here to, cement our future in the area. We're just going to bounce around and see what people have got. Now, rum, we got a lot of rum. We got it. And this, now that we're producing sugar, should theoretically be more cost effective for me. So I'm going to buy so much rum from you guys. I'm actually going to, I got to leave some for Seville 1. I got to rename these ships. I'm going to buy 70 rum. So I've got cotton that I'm sitting on. I have some sugar. And then I've got some other stuff, some rum, some cotton, some bananas, and some sugar. Okay, Seville 3. Start moving over here. Let's go over to Sicily and see what they are doing today. Now, that really gutted my economy there. All of that town production, that's not very much money. I don't like having that little money kicking around. But hopefully Seville 1 will just quietly keep doing its job. And then as we kind of check out the other side of the coast, maybe Seville 2 could do a thing. Okay, Seville 1's going to sit there and get repaired for a little bit of maintenance every time we pull into port, but it is what it is. I think, although it cost me a fortune, I think the upgrades I just did to town will be worth it in the end. Whenever we get them built anyway. You produce tools. Actually, you clearly produce things that we don't. I'm already having a good time with you, Sicily. Seville 3, pull into port, man. Yeah, they have a lot of wood. Like, so much wood. Producing 24, they use 1. They're swimming in it. Everything in this town is made from wood, including the people. And the price is just dirt cheap. Now, I notice you guys are not doing so good on my bananas. So how about you bought all of my bananas? Yeah, you're totally happy to buy every single banana I have. I may buy some wood from you, because we need some back at home. How are you fixed for rum, guys? I don't have... actually, I do have quite a bit of it. You have a little tiny bit in stock, but not much. And you're going to be done with it in 10 days. In 10 days, this town is going to be bone dry. How much to get you to 2 bars? Anything at all? Okay, all right, there we go. It's in there somewhere. So if I sold you, say... if I sold you, say, 55, how much to get you to 3? Okay, about 60. I'm going to sell you 60 of those. Oh, I've done a thing again. Oh, good for me. Okay, I've delivered 1,000 commodities somewhere, somehow. Great, super, awesome. What's my next move here? This is a campaign, after all. I need to start producing wood. Okay, I can produce wood in Sicily. Get building permission there. That's something we need to get down with, is being able to build in other people's towns. Own 4 businesses for grain. Okay. Grain cannot be cultivated in the neighboring towns, but Campeche, probably mispronouncing that, west of Sicily. Well, what a coincidence. We're heading in that direction. Grain grows particularly well. All right, good. Well, I'm already seeing possibly an even better trade route than the one I just set up. Get wood here in Sicily, grain, which nobody has grain around here, in Campeche, and then bring it on home. And we need to produce beer, which I would assume is made from grain, and take 1,000 job seekers somewhere else. Oh, what does that mean? Are we shifting people? Talk to me more about that. First stops for settlers and job seekers from Europe are the viceroy's towns. And they travel to other towns via trading convoys. You can include them in your... Oh, that's the sailor thing, probably, at the very bottom. Via the trade dialogue, and keep them on board as sailors, or drop them off. All right, so I was kind of wondering what that was. So way down at the bottom here, we can pick up people. We can pick up people right here in Sicily, but I have a specific town I'm supposed to grab them from. Okay, that makes much more sense. And indeed, we could keep them as sailors, but the goal here is to drop them off. All right. Cool. What's in my hold again? Nothing yet, because I haven't bought anything from Sicily. Well, what's the next town down the road here? Is it that Campeche thing? Where's, yeah, okay, cool. What are you guys doing apart from grain these days? You got all sorts of cool stuff. You got coffee. I don't got no coffee. I mean, here or in the real world, I'm really disappointed about that. You've got some, the luxury goods. You got some rope. I'm okay for cotton. I do cotton just fine. I bet you'd love some fruit if I had any left. I could grab you guys some wood in Sicily, where I am right now. You don't produce it, and you are consuming it. You guys are pretty keen on corn as well. What else could I grab here? Maybe I'll just get the wood. That would, and I'll sell you some rum because you're completely bone dry over there. How do you guys like sugar? You into sugar? You don't produce it and you are consuming it. Maybe I can dump that sugar. I'm not going to be able to dump this cotton, am I? There's no way I'm dumping that cotton. No, you guys are swimming in cotton. Never going to happen. Okay, go back to, Seville 3. Where did we live again? Here. Okay. Let's grab, Seville 3, come here. Let's grab a little piece of wood, and by little I mean, we're going to fill the hold here. Let me get, you guys got a real good price on this. You have so much wood, it's not even funny. Although they're not really willing to part with much of it. That price starts jacking up real quick around here. I'll take it. I'll buy to 50. I'll pay 50 gold for a log of wood, and not a gold more, because you're still at your 2 bars. Okay, you know what? Okay, too much wood. Too much wood. Back it off there. Too much wood. We're going to take 200 wood. Now, what else was it that these guys had that you didn't? Yeah, you guys make metal, or, I don't know, dig it out of the earth and shape it into things. Don't know if Campeche really needs it, but it's not going to hurt to have some in the hold. Just maybe 25 metal. How about that? Just 25 metal. And you do tobacco. Okay, good to know. I think we can also do tobacco eventually. Pastries. I've got to get pastries up and running. Okay. We don't have a full hold, but we've got some stuff in our some hold. So let's get some going over to Campeche. And what's Seville 1 up to these days? Yeah, you're just puttering around. You're down here in Valladolid just quietly making me a little bit of money. Got your hold full of stuff. Cool. You guys keep doing that. I'm very fond of you, really. How you guys feeling about the trade goods that we brought along here? How are you, you have no wood. I bet you I can, I can't sell you that much of it. Ooh, you want it, but not that much. I flood your market pretty quickly. Okay, just 20 then. If nothing else, I'll take it back home. It can just be used as building materials. I'm not even worried about that. Wood and bricks, we're always going to need that. How you guys on rum? Do you like rum? Everybody loves rum. Thought I might be able to dump all my rum here. Now, metal. Talk to me about that. You don't make it, or dig it, or shape it, or whatever it is you do. You've got a little bit on hand. How if I sold you? Oh, wow, you don't really want much of that, do you? Didn't really want so much of that. Okay, 10 gold for that, or 10 pieces of metal sold. Right. I should pick up some grain here. That is just obvious. We should have as much grain as I can get away with, because we can take that home and probably, all right, that much. There we go. We're buying that much grain and we're going home, because nobody up in our neck of the woods does grain. It's a bit of a hike to get back home. It's not a small journey, and we're doing it all along the coast, which should be fine for all three of these ships. They have a very low draft, so that means apparently, I'm not a nautical person, but apparently they do fine in coastal waters, whereas a ship with more draft apparently doesn't. I guess that's some sort of sailing term. I'm just going to go with what the game tells me now. Seville 2. Now that we've kind of got an idea of what's in that area, can I set up another trade route with you? So as usual, you're going to start off here in Seville and buy some fruit, because we all love that. I think a lot of guys down there have sugar, but definitely rum. We loves the rums in this neck of the woods here. It's not a heck of a lot else we actually do yet. I do want to see what else we can grow here and become as self-sufficient as we can be in Seville. So go ahead and buy that. Now, you're going to take that nonsense over to wherever the heck it is we live around here. There we go. Sicil. Sicil, great town. Love you guys. Metal, tools, wood, all sorts of good stuff. So you can sell the fruit, however much you can get away with. You can sell the rum. Now, what do we want to buy over here? Definitely some wood. We may not buy much of it, but we'll buy some wood. Buy some metal. Why not? And buy some tools. If the guys are making it, buy them. So we're going to sell what we had and brought over rather from Seville. We're going to buy some stuff in Sicil. Now, we're going to keep plugging along down to Campeche. Campeche, we are also going to sell any fruit we have left over and sell any rum we have left over. I definitely want to buy grain. Grain is a no-brainer here. I'll let you... You're never going to sell off all of the wood because the demand seems to go down very quickly, but sell some wood if you can. And also buy some coffee because, obviously, and luxury goods because you guys make them. Now, back to Seville, what I would like you to do is buy those. Sell those. Sell them off to ourselves and definitely sell me the coffee. I'm going to give you an awesome price for that. Everything else should be fine. You're going to buy fruit. You're going to buy rum. But when we get home, we're going to buy, or rather sell to ourselves, the coffee, the luxury goods. Where did wood live again? We're going to sell off the wood. Yes, sell off everything you got left over. I may tweak that again later when I see how much money this is going to make, because there are other things we could be buying and selling as we go up and down the coast, but I'm going to assign that to Seville too. Route is active. Off you go, kids. It'll give you something to do around here. Did you guys ever get my residential done yet? Oh yeah, you're working on it. You got the materials from somewhere. So days until completion 3. Good. Did we get any more workers? No, we have no job seekers. Not a one. I should probably hustle on that little mini quest to go get some more humans over here. And our living space is getting a little tight, but that's fine. That's what the new residential thing is for. So I'm kind of stuck with my 2 orchards and my... Did I do one sugar plantation or 2? I think I only did the 1 because that's about all I could do. Yeah, I was right. We can grow tobacco here. We totally have the ability to grow tobacco. It's not a huge outlay of materials. But I'm going to just not do that right at this exact second and instead kind of keep an eye on, yes, Seville too. I was just talking about you. What's in your hold? We got to get more orchards. I'm just scraping the banana barrel dry every time I come home. But nobody else is doing fruit around here. We can get a decent price for it. And Seville 1 is on its way back with a bunch of stuff. Yeah, you're definitely carrying some leftovers, but I'm broadly okay with that. At some point, we'll get some demand for that. Why do you have a star? What's your problem? Why do you have a star over your head? Oh, a sailor is standing here looking at the lake in a skeptical manner. Right, that's not a sentence I thought I'd ever say. For days I'm waiting for the return of my friend Marigato, but I think he's suffered shipwreck. The old tub has always been too reliable. Would you go look for him? Yes? Okay, he's close to the port of Spain. And I've got until June 17th to nail this. All right, me, Seville 3. Oh, good, you're home. Good. Can we pull into port, sell off what we've got? We've got to go find it, dude. Well, we can flood the town with wood, and that still doesn't even begin to chip away at our demand for it. Not the sugar, because we make that, don't we, Dave? How do we... Oh, metal, right. You guys want some metal? Yeah, you'll take it. You'll buy it. Ah, the cotton. Yeah, not so much. I'm deeply regretting my cotton purchase from many, many weeks ago. What else did I get? That was it, right? Yeah, the grain. Obviously, the grain. That's the important part of this. So I bet... Oh, we didn't want grain that much. Okay, back that off. I'm not going to sell you all that grain then. I'm only going to sell you that much grain. That'll be good to kind of kick along in the hold, though. Lots of people don't do grain around here. I could think about... This would be a little more coordination than I'm probably willing to live with, but I could think about like a mega automatic trade route that maybe, I don't know, started down in Campeche or maybe started in Tella and went all around the coast, all around this peninsula. Speaking of all around the coast, what else is going on around here? Villahermosa, Veracruz, where's the guy? Well, annoyingly, he's not in my objectives. He's definitely not a treasure map. We haven't found any pieces of treasure map yet. But we could. We could. It was in the tutorial. There might be like a bottle in the ocean that has a bit of a treasure map, and we can piece them all together and, figure out where the treasure is. I don't even know what statues are. Find all statues with help of treasure maps to gain additional fame. Oh, alright, so treasure map leads to statue, statue leads to fame. Great. I still don't know where my dude is. Something about Spain? Aren't I Spain? Is he off the coast of me? Oh, wait, he's back. Tell me where your dude is. Close to Port of Spain. Yeah, but I'm in, the Caribbean. Or the Caribbean, depending on how you choose to pronounce it. How can I get to Spain? Wait a minute. I thought we were just gonna kind of bum around the Caribbean here. I didn't realize we were going to Spain. Right, here's what I can do for you, man. I'll do my best on this Marigado Gonzalez. And when I say I'm going to do my best, I want you to understand what my best is. I'm going to broadly keep you in the back of my mind. And if I suddenly happen to bump into Spain before the 17th of next month, I will totally look for your guy. I'm very sorry you lost him, but my best means I'm not really going to put a super big amount of effort because I'm having more fun making money. Speaking of making money, I should figure out how we can make things in other towns. No, not much. Apparently, I just have to ask politely. I am well known in the town of Valladolid. Can I change the town's names to something I can pronounce properly? Well known in this town, and you're able to acquire a building permission. Sure. Oh, it's 25K. All right, it's not just asking politely. I gotta reach for my purse here. Okay, yeah, sure, 25K. Yeah, why not? Knock myself out here. Now I can do things around here. Let me just scan in a little bit. Actually, I'm actually gonna take it off pause so my trading routes keep moving. I'm hemorrhaging money. I'm not actually hemorrhaging money. We are making money. Money is... You know what? Hang on, Valladolid. I know I just basically bought the rights to your town. I need to check in on one of my Sevilles. So Seville 1 has made 26K already in that little trade route there. It's making about 1.2K per day. Every day that this thing is sailing. Functional. Not sunk to the bottom of the ocean. 1.2K. That's not a lot, but boy, that adds up pretty quickly. And I can only assume... Now, this is me here. I can only assume, because it does say total profits, that this is technically profitable. I don't see anything here that says it's not. I'm not operating at a loss, is what I'm really asking for. I don't appear to be. I bet if I was, it would say, total net loss, you loser, is this amount. You've lost this much money. This ship loses this much money every day it's in operation. Okay. Fair enough. Back to Valladolid. What's your deal here? So they got a bunch of hemp plantations and rope yards. Great. So I don't really need to fidget with that right now. They're doing just fine making rope from hemp. Coal mine is kind of bumming people out in that they live next to a coal mine. What else could we do here? In theory, that also in theory wouldn't negatively affect our lives. Because we are the king of bananas. We rule the banana world in this part of the world. You could do wood. You have a sawmill. Or at least you can have a sawmill. And actually not much else, now that we're looking at it. Not much else. So can you do grain? Why is your grain gray, but yet also highlighted? I don't know. I'm going to focus on wood, because wood. So why don't you have that way outside of town? And what was that? 19-20K and some bricks. All right, we're going to be shopping some bricks around. Actually, hang on. Don't you make bricks? No, that's Belize City. That's down here. Okay. I need to adjust the trade route then so that Valladolid will buy bricks. Yes, that is a thing that needs to happen. Right, so let me edit the route in Valladolid. You can sell, rather, bricks. So Valladolid will buy them. We will sell them. We probably won't have any, because we will probably have sold them all to ourselves. But in case we kind of, bump up our own market and we don't need as many bricks, the next stop would be Valladolid, and they can buy some, because they don't produce them either. Okay, I feel this is solid. Now, Belize City clearly doesn't need bricks because you make them. And I'll deal with Tello when we get down there. Now, I didn't even really check in Valladolid, but they must have had some bricks kicking around because they've already started construction on the sawmill. They're not waiting for bricks. They've got plenty. How many do you have? What have you got around here? Show me. Oh yeah, you actually have some bricks. I did not even check that. So good. Great. I have very little money left, Valladolid. I'd love to throw up another one of those if you'd like one, but I don't have a super lot of money. I've kind of got to let my two trade routes kick around and then figure out where I'm sending me, basically. Seville 3. Where's that going to go? Maybe further down here to Veracruz, or we could go in this direction and check out, Cuba. That'd be neat. I mean, there's Havana right there. They don't produce cigars. I'm very disappointed about that. Evangelista, do you do nothing at all? Oh, no, there you do. It just hadn't popped up yet. Oh, you have beer. Huh. I bet people in Seville would like beer. Do you have rum? Because if you wanted to, trade beer for rum, we could have a hell of a party. No, you don't produce it. You consume very little of it, and you've actually got a fair bit of it. Maybe by the time I get there, you won't, though. Everybody's getting rum. Now, I noticed, Evangelista, you don't have bananas. I mean, you do. You have 98 bananas. But you're consuming 3 a day. Those 98 bananas aren't going to last forever. Guess who's got your banana hookup in this part of the world? That's right. It's Seville. And that is probably an excellent place to call it on the Port Royale 4 beta for today. I'm feeling cautiously optimistic in that I believe I've managed to set up trade routes that are making money. I think I need to fidget with the second one. I don't think we're buying and selling all the potential things we could be buying and selling, but I'm pretty happy with the Seville to Tella run. That seems to be working kind of okay. I mean, it is making money every day, which is pretty good. And maybe if I ever figure out where Spain is, I'll deal with this Gonzalez guy. I can't promise anything, though. We'll pick up some more of this again next time. Do please continue to let me know in the comments what you're thinking of the Port Royale 4 beta. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. What does that mean, Deja? That's the strangest thing I've ever seen in a game, and I've been playing video games since Pong. I have perpetually and consistently blown all of my money on decoratives in any tycoon game I've ever played. Finally! Somebody has recognized my effort and given me an award for it. Hello, miss? I would like to purchase some baked goods and a cappuccino. To go, please. I've got things to do around here.